As long as we remain within a specific framework of vision and understanding, we remain locked in that framework, and our actions are formed from the capacities held by that framework. In order to escape the limitations of that level, an individual needs must find a way to move his awareness outside so that he can view it from a new standpoint. Once a new standpoint is achieved, and a new level of consciousness is thus opened, the new powers find their expression not just on their native plane, but also work to modify the former level to accommodate and support this new power and action. Thus, when the vital force began to manifest, it needed to adapt certain material forms to hold and express that force. Similarly, the mental power was able to bring about changes to both the vital and the physical levels. The external nature of man is essentially an amalgam of the physical, vital, and mental, each expressing their own native powers, but modified to interact and adjust to the action of the others. As long as we remain focused within this frame, we cannot transform or transcend the activity that has developed long-established grooves and habits of response over the many millennia that it has taken to create this framework. We may try, we may struggle, and we may make some small steps forward, but the radical transformation is withheld as long as we remain within the normal human frame of awareness. The entire concept of a radical change of human nature, therefore, depends on the expression of a new power of consciousness that transcends the physical, vital, and mental complex that rules our everyday existence. Sri Aurobindo writes, quote, "These things, anger, jealousy, desire, are the very stuff of the ordinary human vital consciousness. They could not be changed if there were not a deeper consciousness within, which is of quite another character. There is within you a psychic being which is divine, directly a part of the Mother, pure of all these defects. It is covered and concealed by the ordinary consciousness and nature. But when it is unveiled and able to come forward and govern the being, then it changes the ordinary consciousness, throws all these undivine things out, and changes the outer nature altogether. That is why we want the sadhaks to concentrate, to open this concealed consciousness. It is by concentration of whatever kind and the experiences it brings that one opens and becomes aware within, and the new consciousness and nature begin to grow and come out. Of course, we want them also to use their will and reject the desires and wrong movements of the vital, for by doing that, the emergence of the true consciousness becomes possible. But rejection alone cannot succeed. It is by rejection and by inner experience and growth that it is done." End quote. Reference, Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, the Psychic Being, Soul, Its Nature, Mission, and Evolution. Section 4, The Psychic Being and Sadhana, pages 114 to 115.